the very script used to make the Piprawa inscription. That inscription, according to Harry Falk, was made around 150 years after Buddha died, exactly when Ashoka reigned. But if Ashoka did create the tomb at Piprawa, if it did mark the burial site of Buddha's own family, the Sakya clan, it would have been one of Buddhism's holiest sites. How could such a place possibly have been forgotten? The answer to that question lies in what happened to Buddhism after Ashoka died.
Ashoka wanted to transform his kingdom into a Buddhist country, and in a sense that was a step too far.
These statues did not lose their heads by accident. Buddhism challenged the authority of India's Hindu priests, who saw it as a heresy to be suppressed. And what the Hindu priests started, Muslim invaders completed. Over the centuries, Ashoka, the Brahmi script, and Indian Buddhism itself were all erased from memory, almost as if they had never been. It wasn't until the 1800s that Buddhism was all rediscovered, mainly by British scholars. Brahmi was deciphered. Ashoka was identified. So were places like the Sanchi Monument. And Piprawa, among the last sites to be found, was unearthed by Willie Pepe in 1898. All the evidence seems to point toward Ashoka as the man who created this remarkable tomb. For world expert Harry Falk, the huge sarcophagus is the clincher.
So this is 132, little less.
The dimensions of the chest seem to fit the typical measurements of Ashokan artwork.
The looks, the feel, everything smacks of Ashokan perfectionism.
Harry Falk is convinced that the sarcophagus is made of sandstone from the same quarry Ashoka used for his pillars, and that it may even have been made at the same time as the nearby pillar at Lumbini.
So does that mean it's possible to give this stone chest a date?
This should have been done when Ashoka was in Lumbini and in that area. That means around his 20th regnal year, which comes down to 245 BC, roughly.
You've given me a very specific date, Harry. Highly unusual.
Such a precise date is a breakthrough, but vital questions remain. Why did Ashoka choose Piprawa? Was it the original burial place of Buddha's remains by his own Sakya family?
उस खीर को बड़े ही प्रेम से सागर बुद्ध ने खाया और पात उसी ने नदी में फेंक दिया। बुद्ध का धर्म जो है।
If Pepe had dug deeper, as his niece suggested in 1898, he might have found the answer. But many years later, someone else did. It was 1971. The excavator this time was not a British colonial, but a young Indian archaeologist, K.S. Srivastava. His daughter Mrdula recalls how it all began.
Actually, when my father started excavation in 1971, we just asked him, with what intentions you are doing this? He said that I want to do something which no one has done, something which will stand in my name.